Hello everybody, hope all of you are well. Today I'll discuss the numericals of this chapter, structure of atom. Okay, so we have already discussed up to the Schrödinger wave equation. Okay, now one by one from Bohr's model. Okay, up to the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, numericals we will discuss. First numerical is given, question 1. Calculate the wavelength of the third line in the bracket series. In the bracket series for hydrogen. Here Rydberg constant is given, that is R is equal to 10.97 into 10 to the power 6 meter inverse. Okay. So here we have to use the Rydberg equation formula. That is the nu bar is equal to R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So first you write the formula that nu bar is equal to R into 1 by n1 square and 1 by n2 square. Okay. Now you know that nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, this is the wave number. Put 1 by lambda and R value we are putting this 10.97 into 10 to the power 6 meter inverse into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now how to calculate the n1 and n2? So this one is the bracket series. First is the Lyman, Balmer, then Paschen, then bracket. Okay. So if we draw the energy levels, is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now this one is for Lyman, this one is for Balmer, this one is for Paschen, this one is for bracket. So the third line. So first line will be this one, that is transition of 5 to 4 energy level. Okay, and second line is this one, and third line will be this one in the bracket series. So in bracket series, the first line is 5 to 4, second line is 6 to 4, and third line is 7 to 4. So what to write here? What is the n1? N1 will be the 4, okay, and n2 will be the 7. So here you have to write 10.97 into 10 to the power 6 meter inverse 1 by 4 square minus 1 by 7 square. Now if you calculate the lambda here, okay, by you can use calculator because your board is allowed, in your board calculator is allowed. Okay, so if you calculate the value of delta will be 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter. So this will be the answer of this question, that is calculate the wavelength of the third line in the bracket series for hydrogen. Okay, hope you can understand. Next problem we will discuss. That is problem number 2. Problem is given that according to Bohr's theory, according to Bohr's theory, the electronic energy of hydrogen atom in the nth Bohr orbit, nth Bohr's orbit is given by En, that will be equal to minus 21.76 into 10 to the power minus 19 J divided by n square. Now calculate the longest wavelength. Of light that will be needed to remove an electron from the third orbit of He plus ion. Okay. Now here we will solve this problem. First of all, it is helium. So here Z is equal to 2 and N is equal to 3. Now if we put the value, now for He plus the E3 energy will be minus 21.76 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 2 square divided by 3 square at this joule. Now why we are taking n is equal to 3? Because it is written that we have to remove an electron from third orbit. That is why n is equal to 3. So here delta E is equal to E infinity minus E3. Okay. So we are taking the electron to the infinity where there will be no attraction of nucleus. Okay. So that will be minus E3, as E infinity will be equal to 0. Okay. That will be equal to minus will become plus 21.76 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 4 divided by 9 joule. Okay. Now if we calculate this value, we will get that is 9.67 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Okay. Now from this equation, that is delta E is equal to H nu, means E is equal to H nu Planck's equation. So that we can write nu is equal to C by lambda. So from here we can write lambda is equal to Hc by delta E. Delta is 9.76, sorry 9.67 into 10 to the minus 19 joule. Now if we put the value of Planck constant, that is H, 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34. Now you have to put the value of the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter. Okay. Divided by 9.67 into 10 to the power minus 19. And the unit will be meter. So now if we calculate this value, it will come as lambda, that is the wavelength, will be equal to 2.05 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. And if we want to convert it into angstrom, okay, then we can write that 2050 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, that will be 2050 angstrom. Okay, so this will be your answer of this problem. Hope you can understand. Then we will go to the next problem. Next, problem number 3. Question is, what is the maximum number of lines when an electron when an electron drops from n is equal to 6 to the ground state in case of a hydrogen atom. Okay. Now here we have already informed you that one formula is there. Okay. There is maximum number of line in the spectrum. Maximum number of lines in the spectrum will be equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. N is the outermost cell. So here n is equal to what? 6. Here n is equal to 6. Now if you put the n is equal to 6 here, 6 minus 1 divided by 2, that means 6 into 5 divided by 2, that is 15. So your answer will be 15. So the maximum number of lines when an electron drops from n is equal to 6 to the ground state, okay, so maximum number of line will be 15. Next, problem number 4. The ionization energy of hydrogen in excited state is plus 0.85 electron volt. What will be the energy? What will be the energy of the photon emitted when it returns to the ground state? So we know that energy of hydrogen atom in the ground state is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt. Okay. Now ionization energy of hydrogen, ionization energy of hydrogen in excited state is plus 0.85 electron volt. So the energy of hydrogen atom in the excited state will be, so energy of hydrogen atom in the excited state will be minus 0.85 electron volt. Okay. Now what will be the energy emitted? So energy emitted will be minus 0.85 electron volt. That is the difference. Okay. Minus 13.6 electron volt. This is the energy of the ground state and the excited state. The difference you have to take. Okay. So if you calculate, you will get the value 12.75 electron, and that is the answer of this problem. Okay. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss another problem. Next, problem number 5. Here problem is given, calculate the wave number. Calculate the wave number for the largest wavelength. Wavelength transition in the Balmer series of atomic hydrogen. So first you have to write the formula. This is nu bar is equal to the Rydberg constant value. I am writing 109677 centimeter inverse into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So it is a Balmer series. Okay. So this value will be 2 square. Okay. Now delta will be the maximum. Okay. Or nu bar will be the minimum. Okay. So the n2 value will be 3 here. Okay. So 109677 centimeter inverse 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square. I am telling that when the energy gap is small, then the wavelength will be the maximum. Okay. So if we calculate the value, okay, we will get the 1.523.2.9 centimeter inverse, or you can convert it into meter. There is 1.523 into 10 to the power 6 meters inverse. Okay, so that will be the answer of this question. Next we will discuss another problem. That is question number 6. Question number 6 given that how much energy is required to ionize a hydrogen atom if the electron occupies n is equal to 5 orbit. Compare your answer with the ionization energy of hydrogen atom. Energy required to remove an electron from n is equal to 1 orbit is given. And another equation is given that En is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule per atom or joule atom units divided by n square. Now here it is given that n is equal to 5. So for ionization from fifth orbit, n1 is equal to 5 and n2 is equal to infinity. Okay. So therefore we can write delta is equal to E2 minus E1 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18. Okay. 1 by n2 square, sorry, 1 by n square, that is 1 by 5 square, minus 1 by infinity square. Now if you calculate the value here, you will get that 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 20 joule. Now we have to compare with this ionization energy from first orbit. Okay, so for ionization from first orbit, n1 is equal to 1 and n2 is equal to infinity. So here delta E dot will be 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18, 1 by 1 square minus 1 by infinity square. Okay, it will come 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. So therefore we have to take the ratio, that is delta E dot by delta E, that will be 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 divided by 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 20. If we calculate, we will get the value 25. So thus the energy required to remove an electron from first orbit is 25 times higher, okay, than the required to remove the electron from the fifth orbit. So when we are removing the electron from the first orbit, okay, the energy required, that will be 25 times higher compared to the electron when we are removing from the fifth orbit. Okay. So this problem solved. Next we will discuss the problems from de Broglie's equation. or de Broglie's wavelength. Next, problem number 7. Find the de Broglie wavelength of an electron mass is given 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, moving at 1% speed of light. Here also pumped constant, there is H value is given 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse. Now first we have to calculate the V. V is the 1% speed of light. That will be 1 by 100 into 3.0 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That will come 3.0 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. Now we know that from de Broglie's wavelength, that is lambda is equal to h by md. Now we will put the value of h 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34. Okay, kg meter square second inverse divided by 9.11, that is the mass of the electron, into 10 to the power minus 31. Okay, that is kg, into that the velocity 3.0 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So from here you will get 2.42 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Okay, so that will be the wavelength of the electron. Okay, de Broglie wavelength of the electron. Okay. Next problem, problem number 8. A tennis ball of mass 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 2 kg is moving, okay, with a speed of 62 meter per second. Calculate the wavelength associated with this moving tennis ball Next is given that will the movement of the ball exhibit a wave character? Explain. This is our questions. Okay. So here also we put the formula, that is lambda is equal to h by mv. H value 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse divided by 6.60 the mass into 10 to the power minus 2 kg, and velocity is given 62 meter per second. If you calculate, you will get 1.78 into 10 to the power minus 34 meter. So the movement of the ball will not exhibit wave character because the wavelength is too small, that is 10 to the power minus 34 meter. Okay, so that will be your answer. Next we'll discuss another problem. Problem number 9. The mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. If its kinetic energy is 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 25 joule, calculate its wavelength. Calculate its wavelength. Okay. Now here kinetic energy, that is half mv square, is equal to 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 25 joule. So from here we have to calculate the V. So half the mass of electron is given, that is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg into V square is equal to 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 25 joule. So from here if you calculate V square, you will get 659,340. If you calculate V, you will get 812 meter per second. Now we will put the de Broglie's equation, wavelength equation. This is lambda is equal to h by mv. Put the value of h 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse divided by 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg into 812 meter second inverse, that will be equal to 8967 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, that will be equal to 896.7 nanometer. That will be your answer. Okay, so the wavelength will be 896.7 nanometer. Okay. Next we will go the problem based on Heisenberg uncertainty principle. You know the formula, that is delta x into delta p greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Here we will use equal to h by 4 pi. Delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. By putting this formula, we have to solve the problem. Here first question is given, problem number 10. The uncertainty in the position and velocity of a particle are 10 to the power minus 10 meter and 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 meter per second inverse respectively. Calculate the mass of the particle. Calculate the mass of the particle. Here it is given that H is equal to 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. So, putting the answer in differential formula, delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. So from here you can write delta x into m into delta p. So this is the answer in the momentum. Okay, that means momentum is equal to m into mass into velocity. M into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. Okay. Now from here you have to calculate the m. M is equal to h 4 pi into delta x into delta b. Now if we put the value, 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse into divided by 4 into the value of pi 3.142 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, that is the value of delta x, and delta b value is 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 meter per second inverse. Meter per second inverse. So if you calculate these numbers, okay, the answer will be 0.1 kg. That will be 100 gram. Okay. So the mass of the particle is 100 gram. That will be your answer. So this numerical is based on the Heisenberg answer in the principle. Next we will discuss another problem based on this answer in the principle. Problem number 11. Calculate the uncertainty in position of an electron if uncertainty in its velocity is 0.001% and second 0. Okay. So first is you have to calculate. So what will be the answer of this problem? So delta B is equal to 0.001%. That means 0.001 divided by 100. Okay, that will be 1 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter per second. Now we'll put the formula, that is delta x m into delta v is equal to h by 4 pi. So from here you have to calculate delta x. delta x is equal to h by 4 pi into m into delta v. If you put the value, that is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse divided by 4 into 3.142 into 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg into 10 to the power minus 5 meter per second inverse. Okay, so if you calculate, you will get the value 5.77 meter. So this is the uncertainty in the position when uncertainty in velocity is 0.001%. Now we have to calculate if the uncertainty in the velocity is 0. So that means delta v is equal to 0. So whenever delta v is equal to 0, we put the same formula, that is delta x is equal to h by 4 pi m into delta v. Now we are putting that this one is 0. Okay, that means something by 0. That will be undefined or infinity. Okay, so this will be your answer. That is the uncertainty in the position of the electron when the velocity is 0 and another velocity is 0.001%. Okay. Next, problem number 12, and this is the last problem, and you will practice the problems given in your exercise of your book. Okay, and many problems are already solved. You can see from your book, that is Kelchuk Chhaya Prakashani. Okay, and also practice the NCERT books problem. Okay. Next, problem number 12. This is also based on the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. A golf ball has a mass of 40 grams and a speed of 45 meter per second. If the speed can be measured within accuracy of 2%, calculate the uncertainty in position. Now here uncertainty in speed can be measured within accuracy of 2%. Is 2% of 45 meter per second. Okay. So delta V is equal to 2 by 100 into 45. If you calculate, you will get 0.9 meter per second. Now you have to apply the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, that is delta x m into delta v is equal to h by 4 pi. So delta x is equal to h by 4 pi m into delta v. Now we have to put the value, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 kg meter square second inverse divided by 4 into 3.14 and the mass 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg into delta v is 0.9 meter per second Okay. Now if you calculate the value, you will get 1.46 into 10 to the power 1.46 into 10 to the power minus 33 meter. Okay. So this will be the uncertainty in position of the golf ball. Hope you can understand. Okay. And you have to practice all types of problems. Okay. And today up to this, and next day we'll discuss or start from quantum numbers.